Start.
Hello everyone. Good evening, good morning from wherever you are watching. So, welcome to 22 Yard Tales. This is our first ever video for this channel, and I have my colleague with me, Shubham Devnath.
Hi
And
everyone.
hello Shubham. And it is a very big day for Indian cricket. As you know, the India squad for the Champions Trophy was announced today. The much awaited squad and the much anticipated squad was announced today. And the agenda for today's video is like we will be discussing on this squad, the selection, and then some topics and hot topics around these selections on the squad. So without wasting any more time, let's go through the squad first. So I think the squad is visible on the screen, and mostly 90% the team is the same, which everybody was expecting. It's on the similar lines. So I'll just quickly read out the team for the viewers here. So we have Rohit Sharma as captain, Shubman Gill as the vice captain, Virat Kohli at number three, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul as the first choice wicketkeeper there. Then we have Hardik Pandya as an all-rounder there, Akshar Patel, Washington Sundar as a second all-rounder, spinning all-rounder. Then the selectors have gone with the usual Kuldeep Yadav as our lead spinner, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Arshdeep Singh, and then coming to the backups, Jaiswal, Rishabh Pant, and Ravindra Jadeja. So one quick thing here to notice is I think Shubham, the order in which the names have been given to the media, right? I think this is what the primary 11 is going to be. So
Yeah,
what I suspect is that Akshar Patel might be ahead of Ravindra Jadeja in the playing 11. And one good thing is that Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Shami both are fit and available hopefully for the entire tournament. So yeah, that is the squad that is announced. And yeah, your thoughts, your first thoughts on this.
I think as we've said, Akshat, like pretty much they have given us the 11, the chosen 11 that they would like to play on the first match against Bangladesh in Champions Trophy. And in the last four, we can see that there is Ashdeep, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Rishabh Pant, and Ravindra Jadeja, and we have the top 11, which I think India would like to play on the day of the first match against Bangladesh. So first thought, to be honest, I think this is pretty much the team that has played in 2023 World Cup, barring the injury that Hardik Pandya faced after first few matches. I think this was the 11 that they would have gone for. They were playing. Again, Washington Sundar was not there. I think in place of him, we had Ravindra Jadeja and Akshar Patel was I believe in place of Akshar Patel we have three seamers.
So I remember Akshar Patel got injured before the World Cup. It was
Uh,
unfortunate, and I think Ravi Ashwin was brought in into the playing 15, the squad 15. So I think he
yes,
was there. So
yes,
yeah,
yes,
almost 80-85% the squad is the same, and I think
correct.
the playing 11 will also be on the similar lines that we had for the World Cup final.
Yeah. So one of the key things, the key takeaway is the backing of Shubman Gill as the vice captain. So this pretty much says that this pretty much gives away the opening combination that
Yeah.
India will be going ahead. So I think there were with Jaiswal in the form he was in the last 6 to 8 months, there was an option probably to go ahead with Jaiswal also along with Rohit Sharma because he has been doing brilliantly for India for the last 6 to 8 months. Although he has not been playing any ODI cricket, but as Rohit Sharma has mentioned in the press conference, that based on the potential that Jaiswal has showed in the other format, that is in the test format, he has been given the push. And probably he will be there as a backup opener. And considering Shubman Gill has been chosen as the vice captain, India will back the combination that has given them success in the 2023 World Cup run towards the final. That is Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill that has been proven successful for India, and I believe we'll have the same combination where Gill will play kind of an anchoring innings and Rohit Sharma will go all guns blazing from the first ball onwards. So this pretty much gives away the opening combination, and I believe there is no question that Virat Kohli will be our number three.
Right.
And as you have said, right, we have Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul. It's the same that that is played in the 2023 ODI World Cup. We have Hardik Pandya as the seeming all-rounder, Akshar Patel and Washington Sundar and Kuldeep Yadav. So this is something that is interesting. That is it based? It will it be based on the pitch on that particular day that they are going to play three spinning spinners? Akshar Patel, Washington Sundar, Kuldeep Yadav, which basically covers all the bases. We have a mystery with Kuldeep's wrist spin. We have Akshar Patel for the the right-handers, and we have Washington Sundar for the left-handed batsman. But again, we it's probably on the day of the game that India might decide that they might go ahead with three seamers also.
Right.
And we have Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Shami. So I think this is pretty much the 11, and I believe this is a strong 11. And
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
So we will dive deep into the 11 which we think will play the first match against Bangladesh. But yeah, a couple of key takeaways here is, see, Shubman Gill has been given the post of vice captain here, so that pretty much seals the debate of who is going to be the openers for India. It's
Yes.
Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill will be the ones opening for us, and Jaiswal will be a pure backup for us. And
Yes.
unless, God forbid, there is an injury to any of the openers, only then we can expect Jaiswal to come in into the 11.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
that is. So yeah, I think we have some agenda points to discuss today, Shubham. So let's start with our list of agenda items that we have, so that we can have a fruitful discussion on the squad selection here.
Yeah. So I think we have already discussed Shubman Gill being backed as a vice captain. It is interesting that Akshar Patel has been given the vice captaincy for T20, whereas Shubman Gill is given the vice captaincy for the ODI format. So how do you see Akshit? Like, what is your thought? Like, what might be the thought process behind this? I think a question was asked to Ajit Agarkar, like, how are they planning to groom, different captain for different formats? So this is the we didn't we do I don't think we had a clear answer from Ajit Agarkar on this. So even I am a bit confused. Like, how is India team looking forward to this? Like, is it because Shubman Gill is being rested or not playing the T20s? They have gone for Akshar Patel as a vice captain, and maybe going forward in the future they see Shubman Gill as one of the primary candidate for captaincy post Rohit and Virat era. So what is your thought on this?
See, to be honest, if you ask me also, even I am very confused around this vice captain as a role and vice captain as a post. So, for example, if you see in the T20 format, so initially when Rohit Sharma retired, it was coming that Hardik Pandya will take up the role of captaincy, and it was,
Absolutely.
and there were reports that Hardik Pandya will be a full-time T20 captain for India, and maybe he will be a captain for India in the ODI as well. But then what happens is we see Surya Kumar given that role as a
Correct.
captain of India, which is fine. I don't have any doubts over Surya's captaincy as well. But then when Surya was made the captain, I think there was no vice captain announced in the Sri Lanka and the Bangladesh series. And now suddenly we see that in the England series, Akshar Patel has been given the vice captaincy role, and Hardik Pandya has been relieved from all the leadership activities here. So it's a very confused state of affairs here. But if I have to bring some logic here, I think they have. I think Akshar Patel will be the captain for Delhi Capitals as well this
Yeah.
year in the IPL,
I think it
and
will
that is why,
soon be announced. I think next
yeah.
week, what I've heard, that Akshar Patel will be announced as the captain of Delhi over KL Rahul. And I think this is a different discussion. We'll take it up
Yeah.
in some other video. But yeah,
So maybe that is one point I can think why Akshar Patel has been given the vice captain role here in the T20, and Shubman Gill also is has been Gujarat's captain last year in the IPL, and this year as well he will continue to be the captain for Gujarat Titans, and that could be the only reason Shubman Gill is the vice captain for India here. Otherwise, even Shreyas Iyer is a captain for Punjab. Even
correct.
Rishabh Pant is a captain for Lucknow. There were rumors around KL Rahul getting the captaincy for Delhi. So vice captain as a role and vice captain as a post is still confused in both the white ball formats here. One thing is for sure: if Rohit Sharma retires after T2025 Champions Trophy, Shubman Gill will be taken over as an ODI captain there.
Yeah, I think Ajit Agarkar did mention this that he was the vice captain in the during the Sri Lanka series. So. seeing him being backed in a series like Champions Trophy gives us an
Mm.
idea that India team is seriously looking into Shubman Gill as a candidate for the next captaincy role.
Definitely, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So our next set of agenda is on the Bumrah's workload. I think this is something which every Indian wants Bumrah to be fit.
Yeah.
So when the question was asked to Ajit Agarkar on Bumrah's fitness, what the idea that I've got from Agarkar's answer was that he might not be fit enough to play in the England ODIs. So he might not be able to play those, but BCC in both Indian cricket team is hopeful that he will be fit enough by the time the Champions Trophy starts. So what has been told from BCCI to the team management is that Bumrah will need a rest of 5 weeks from the time I think the last test has completed.
Mhm.
So India team is hopeful that Bumrah will be ready by the time Champions Trophy starts, and I think even if Bumrah misses one match and can start playing from the second match, whenever Bumrah starts, it will be of great, help for Indian team. So I think there is no doubt that everybody is just fingers crossed and just hoping that Bumrah will be ready by the time India faces Bangladesh on the first match in the Champions Trophy. So this is something that it's not a point to discuss. It's just a point where everybody's hoping that Bumrah to be fit enough.
So I'll just take a quick 2 minutes on this topic. So this the 15 that are displayed on the screen here. This is the same squad for the England ODI series as well. There
Yeah.
is a clause there. We have Harshit Rana also a part of the ODI England ODI series squad, and it is expected that Bumrah will not play the 3 matches there, although he has been named in the squad. But Harshit Rana is going to, be a backup for Jasprit Bumrah there. If required, we will have to go ahead with Harshit Rana in the England ODI series. So that is one point. And as you mentioned, right, even an out of form Bumrah, India requires. There's only one spearhead that we have, Jasprit Bumrah, in any format. So we will require his services in any series, in any ICC tournament. And I'm hearing that he might not be available for the first 2 matches against Bangladesh and Pakistan, and he is expected to be fit for the New Zealand encounter. But let's hope he's doing well now. He gets well, and then he's available for the first match.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it I don't want it to. I don't want to sound negative, but it should not be that by the time he returns, it's already out of hand for India to qualify for the semis.
Yeah,
And yeah, just hopeful that Bumrah to be fit enough, as you've said, right? Even if Bumrah can bowl 8 overs, I'll be
hmm.
happy to have him
Yeah,
because those 8 overs will be like gold dust for Indian team.
definitely.
Yeah. So talking about fast bowling, I think there is two talking points for me that I've understood is one, the selection of Arshdeep over Mohammad Siraj, and the other is the selection of Harshit Rana as a backup. Although he's a backup, but giving Harshit Rana the opportunity over people who have been with Indian limited over team. We had, I believe, the set of bowlers who were with the Indian team for the last 1 year in the ODI as well as in the T20 squad. Like Avesh Khan, we had one of the bowlers who have been with the Indian team. So the fast track of Harshit Rana over those bowlers, this is certainly a bit of a surprise for me because I thought that a player like, as I've said, right, Avesh Khan, he has been playing a lot of ODIs whenever the primary bowlers were or unavailable or they were rested. So this came as a bit of a surprise, although he is a backup bowler. But for me, it came a bit of a surprise that Harshit Rana is being fast tracked. I think when Rohit Sharma was asked about Harshit Rana, so I didn't get clarity on his answer. What he said was that India needed something new, something different. So I don't know what he meant by that. But yeah, this is what it is. And your point of view on this, Akshit?
So coming to Harshit Rana's case, I think the management might have seen something in him which we are not able to see, and that's why he's fast tracked so much that he has just played two test matches for us, and now he's in the primary ODI squad of India, which will play against England. So
Exactly.
even I'm not sure what went well for him, but we just really hope that he comes good.
Yep.
But even I am surprised, because we had a Mukesh Kumar who was a consistent part of the squad when Bumrah and Shami were not present. We had a
Correct.
Mohammad Siraj. Mohammad Siraj has been bowling a lot of overs in the test matches, in ODIs, in T20s as well. And he has played well against the Sri Lankan series. He was very good in the Asia Cup, I remember. So,
Yep.
completely, ignoring Mohammad Siraj and taking a new, fresh talent of Harshit Rana, who has not yet made any debut in ODI, and considering him as a backup for Jasprit Bumrah, it comes as a shock to me as well. And what a layman can say, it's a Gambhir and KKR quota, simply because I
I
do
mean, yeah.
I fail to find any other reason why he's part of the squad.
I mean, yeah, this all started with CSK quota, and then I don't know we had RCB quota or not when Virat was there. So I don't know. This might be it. So this is again jokes apart. So
Yeah,
the exclusion of Siraj is a bit of a surprise, but when it was asked like why Arshdeep over Siraj, so what explanation Rohit Sharma and Agarkar has given that India wanted a bowler who can bowl in the depth because they were still not sure with Bumrah's fitness. So with Bumrah not being fit enough, so India wanted a bowler who can bowl in the depth, and hence Arshdeep got the upper hand on over Siraj. And the other point of view was that Shami being fit, Shami will take the new ball. So that basically so Siraj was primarily a new ball bowler for India. So with Shami taking the new ball, and if Siraj is not taking the new ball, so according to Rohit Sharma, this reduces the effectiveness of Siraj, and hence they have gone with Arshdeep, who is a specialist death bowler, as well as he can swing the ball in the initial overs. So it was Arshdeep over Siraj, and Jasprit Bumrah was a no-brainer.
yeah, I agree to some extent that Arshdeep is more effective at the death
Mhm.
when we compare him with Mohammad Siraj. But what if something happens to Jasprit Bumrah or Mohammad Shami if they get injured? Then you just have a backup in Harshit Rana
Yep. Yep.
to come and bowl at the power play, which Mohammad Siraj could have bowled better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
uh, I think there is some catch why Harshit Rana is part here. Rohit Sharma sees something different, something new in him. So I really hope he comes good. And yeah, let's hope for the best.
Yeah. I think. See, if you see the recent ODI performances, Siraj, well, people can say that he was not as good as Shami and Bumrah in the ODI World Cup. I think Shami has been the guy who has spearheaded although we expected it from Bumrah, and Shami was not part of the 11 in first few ODIs. But once he was in, he has been you know, the spearheaded, so he has spearheaded the bowling unit.
Yeah,
So Siraj was probably not up to the mark, but nobody can question his effort and the consistency that he brings in his bowling. So I hope BCCI haven't sent a wrong message by dropping Siraj to him, because he has been a guy who has been bowling dedicatedly all those overs. I think there was a stat where it was showing Siraj has bowled some 600 overs or something like that in last 1 year or something like that. So yes, see, we all want Harshit Rana also to come good. It's not that we are biased towards Siraj. It's just that we had an understanding that we had an expectation that Siraj will be picked. And maybe, as Akshit have said, right, if they have seen something in Harshit Rana and which is actually different, which actually might work out in the Dubai UAE pitches. So we just hope that it all comes good. And first of all, we all hope that we don't need to go to that place where we
right.
need to include,
Yeah,
and we have a full fit Jasprit Bumrah. So
definitely.
hopefully we'll have a fit enough Jasprit Bumrah, and we need not have that discussion where why it was Harshitana, why not it was Siraj. So yeah,
Yeah.
great. So the next key takeaway for me was Jaiswal, the inclusion of Jaiswal. So What do you think, Akshay? Because Jaiswal haven't been playing any ODI cricket. It has been all test. I think he was not even given opportunity in the T20 squad, although I never understood the exclusion of Jaiswal because I believe he has the potential to be in all three formats and he can do well. We have already seen him doing well in IPL from Rajasthan Royals. So I never understood the exclusion of Jaiswal till this time because he is a young guy. I don't know if the workload management was at all needed for him, but BCCI and the team management understand better. But looking him getting that opportunity really makes me happy because he is someone who deserves the most. After all what he has done in the test format, he truly deserves the most, and he should be pushed. And yeah, what do you think, Akshay? Does it come to you as a surprise that he was selected over maybe a guy like Sanju Samson, who has been opening for Indian cricket, who has been playing the ODI and T20, all the limited over format? What is your thought?
So coming to Jaiswal's case, see, as Rohit Sharma also mentioned in the press conference that even though Jaiswal has not played ODI cricket, he has not debuted till now, but he has been playing consistently good cricket in the last 6 to 8 months, irrespective of the format. So he was playing well in the IPL as well in the T20 format. He has played some T20 matches for India where he has scored a century as well, and then in tests he has been the best batter for us for the last 2 3 series. So even I am also of the fact that he should be playing all three formats for India, and going forward in the future, I see him opening for all the three formats for India definitely. But giving him a rest in the T20 series against England and then including him as a backup in the Champions Trophy, that is something which is shocking to me as well. I know Abhishek Sharma has been given a long rope, and even in the England T20 series, he has been given a chance again. I hope he comes good, but if he doesn't, then Jaiswal is literally standing on the door, and he is almost there to kick him off of the team because and then, I have no doubts in Abhishek Sharma's talent, but Jaiswal deserved to be there in the T20 squad. And given the fact how he played in the BGT series, Jaiswal was our best batter there, without a doubt. And then we had NKR Reddy, who played good. But
Mhm.
Jaiswal not in the T20 team is a shocker. I hope he gets some game time in the England ODI squad if they win the first two matches and they think that yeah, we have the series in control, we might give a chance to Jaiswal to open, and we have seen vice captains getting rested from the teams in the past. So if Shubman Gill gets rested, we might see Jaiswal given a chance there. But he should be getting maximum game time, and he's just 21 years old.
Yeah.
He doesn't require any workload management, anything. He has that hunger for scoring every time he plays for India. So yeah, going forward, we'll definitely see him in all the three formats.
Yeah. See, the other thing is that how none of us can forget what happened in 2019 World Cup when we had a brilliant Shikhar Dhawan who had to leave suddenly in the mid of the World Cup and
Yeah,
K. Rahul had replaced him. So it's just that the game readiness, and I know people might say that okay, he has been playing a lot of cricket in test matches, but to be in a ODI, to be in a match situation is a totally different thing altogether. I
yeah,
just hope that he gets a chance in any one of the ODIs. Maybe Rohit Sharma, if he plays first one or two matches well, just give him that opportunity, just to
yeah,
be in the opening format, opening with Shubman Gill. Rohit Sharma can drop down to number three or number four.
yeah.
Just play around in the England ODI series. Give him the game time. Maybe one or two matches. You can see him. He can see just even if he scores a 50 odd runs, that will give him a abundance of confidence. He will go in the championship with that confidence that suddenly if due to unfortunate injury or maybe a drop in form that he has to come in place of a Shubman Gill, then he can have that confidence in him that okay, I can go there and I can score runs because I have done
Right.
this in last few days. So I just hope that he gets an opportunity in the England ODIs
Yeah.
and he can play one or two innings and have some good amount of game time.
Completely agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So our next talking point, which I don't know if we'll call it a surprise or not, because we have seen number of times that even though Rishabh Pant isn't in the squad or he has not been playing, I think you take example of T20 World Cup. He just came in from the very unfortunate accident that has happened in his career. So he just came back from there and straight away he went into the T20 World Cup and he actually performed well. So,
Yeah.
so this doesn't surprise me anymore that Rishabh Pant getting picked out of nowhere, because we have seen Sanju Samson has been the pick in the limited over format. Dhruv Jurel was also there. So seeing Rishabh Pant picked, what is your thought? For me, I actually expected Rishabh Pant to be in because the X factor and the hitting power that he brings. So even if he plays, he will play at number 5 or 6. So we need that guy who can finish the matches, or can quickly score a 15 ball 30 or a 20 ball 40 runs. So what is your thought process on this?
So see, the team was quite clear that they will be having KL Rahul as their first choice wicketkeeper there. And if something were to happen to KL Rahul, only then we can see backup keeper get a chance in the playing 11. And now coming to selection of Sanju Samson versus Rishabh Pant, even I thought Rishabh Pant will be the part of the squad just because he has that X factor with him. As you mentioned, he went through a tragic accident in his life, in his career, and then to come back into the team and start performing from the first or the second game itself, and then creating that impact in the game. That is what gives him an edge over Sanju Samson. Nothing against Sanju Samson. So if we see the last 7 ODIs which both have been playing, they both have hit 1 century and they are averaging close to around 36, 37. So I cannot, going by the stats purely, I cannot difference out whom do we need to pick, Sanju Samson or Rishabh Pant. But just because Rishabh Pant has been playing more ODIs than Sanju Samson, and Sanju Samson has been playing better T20 game for India.
Yeah.
I also expected that a left-handed batsman in the middle order with an X factor, which he brings to the opposition, his instinct that he plays with, and the opposition is always thinking what next shot he will play. So Rishabh Pant had an edge, and that's what brought him to the squad here.
Okay. I have a I don't know. I have a talking point on this also. Now, when the 2023 World Cup happened, Rishabh Pant was not fit enough. He was still recovering from that tragic accident. And we actually didn't have much choices. I think Ishan Kishan was selected, but he didn't perform well. And then we went ahead with KL Rahul. Now, I understand that he has been keeping in IPL, but he is not a wicket keeper from the beginning. He has taken that role up as it was required for the team. But when we do have a proper wicket keeper and who can bat well as Rishabh Pant, if you ask me, I'll pick Rishabh Pant over KL Rahul, because I don't know if you've seen this, but there were times where you could see the lack of wicket keeping skill in the KL Rahul. Even in the 2023 World Cup final, there were few buys and all that went, and you could see that he is not. I mean, the difference between a genuine wicket keeper and a person who has taken up wicket keeping in the last few years, you can spot the difference. So there is nothing against KL Rahul. I think he gives a solid, batting in the middle order. He has also batted in the top order, and whatever we have Indian team has asked from KL Rahul, I think both he's taken up from Rahul Dravid.
Yeah.
Whenever whatever was asked from him, he has given his absolute best. So there is nothing against him, but my question is, when you do have a proper genuine wicket keeper, someone who can bat as good as Rishabh Pant, do you still pick KL Rahul over Rishabh Pant in the 11? What is your thought?
Yeah. So to answer your question, I think India's strength has always been batting, irrespective of we have a Jasprit Bumrah now, we have Mohammad Shami, and we have had good bowlers in the past as well. But still, if you ask anybody, India's strength has always been batting, and India has always looked to strengthen their batting as much as they can. And I agree with your point that Rishabh Pant's wicket keeping skills are better than KL Rahul. KL Rahul has kept for Karnataka in some games, but I'm sure there is some other proper wicket keeper in Karnataka squad.
Yeah.
So whenever required, KL Rahul used to keep on
Mhm.
and off. But if you ask me, in the ODI format recently, in the last 1 or 2 years, KL Rahul has been performing better with the bat in the middle
Correct.
order in ODI.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that is the only reason I think he has been, preferred as the primary wicketkeeper for India, first choice wicketkeeper, because he has an edge in the batting. Suppose there is 30 for 3 in the first power play. We
Yeah.
have a KL Rahul walking in. A Rishabh Pant may or may not give you that confidence that he is able to carry the innings till the 40th over. But a KL Rahul has that mental strength in him to soak in that pressure at that time, anchor the innings, and then finish it off in the 45th over. So that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
why I think he
I
has that
think,
edge.
I think this the as like the moment you said in if you never three down, if you remember the first match against Australia in 2023 World Cup, exactly the same situation happened when India were three down very quickly, and then it was scaled down and Virat Kohli who had built a partnership, and we have chased down that. I think the target was around 204 or 5,
Yeah, something 210 or yeah,
210 odd runs, and yes, scale out does give that confidence, and if team looks it in that perspective, then yes, obviously the solidarity that KL Rahul brings in with the batting as of now, can Rishabh Pant match it? Yes, he can. He has the potential, but does he give that confidence with his past
no,
performance? No, he
yeah.
does not give that confidence.
Especially in the
So
white ball format, no.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Rishabh Pant will be as a backup, and India will might go ahead with KL Rahul unless there is some injury, or because I have heard that he has some sprain or something like that. So these are
But yeah,
reports.
he
These
might
are
be okay
reports.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Those are just reports. We don't know if how much truth is in there. So yeah, I think these were some of the talking points. And yeah, there is one just short discover question when I think Rohit was asked if he was going to play the Ranji, and he has confirmed that he will play Ranji. So
Okay.
this gives an idea that Rohit does want to continue after the Champions Trophy, and he does want to represent India in the Test team against England. So yeah, but again, this is a different discussion topic which we'll take up some other day. But
Yeah.
yeah, Rohit has confirmed his availability for the Ranji games.
It's good. I was even reading somewhere that Virat Kohli and KL Rahul may not be available for their respective teams for Ranji,
Yeah,
and they have some fitness issues there, some neck sprain or back sprain. But yeah,
correct.
if Rohit Sharma is available and he is available to play for the Ranji, it's good. He'll get some game time before the Champions Trophy and the England ODI series. So yeah, it's good. It's the first time I'm seeing that some player is available for Ranji and it's a hot topic or a news. Back then, when we had Tendulkar playing for India, whatever gap he had, he used to play for Mumbai.
Yeah,
It wasn't a big deal that time, but now since the new age world, the new social media world, we keep hearing this different hot topics, which
yeah,
are expected to be business as usual.
yeah. I think there are a lot of questions were asked with the rule changes and all, but
Yeah.
we don't want to discuss in this because I don't think this matters with the Champions Trophy squad. So we'll take it up in some other video some other day. But these are the talking points that I had. Akshay, do you have any other talking points that you want to discuss?
Just before we close out, for the Bangladesh match, the first match, what would be your quick 11 if you have to pick?
So I think the top, if you see Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya, is they pick themselves like there is no backup for Hardik Pandya. I don't see any backup for Pandya
Yeah,
unless it's a very spinny track and you want to play three spinners or four spinners, something like that. So
yeah.
the first six picks by themselves, and then the remaining five, it will depend on the pitch. But considering this is a UAE pitch, India might actually go with the top 11 that you see in the squad they given in the squad. So we will have Akshar Patel, Washington Sundar, Kuldeep Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, and Mohammad Shami.
And also, like Bangladesh has a good mix of right-handers and left-handers in their
Yep.
squad.
Yep.
So a Kuldeep Yadav will take the ball away from the left-handers. Akshay Patel will bring it in. So yeah, it's a good mix to have, and two left-hander spinners, one off spinner, finger spinner. So yeah, even I think if the conditions suit the spinners, India might drop Arshdeep and play three spinners there. And
Absolutely.
if
Absolutely.
the conditions are suiting the pacers, then I think Washington Sundar might be dropped and Arshdeep will be brought in. So
Yes.
I would always go with Akshar and Kuldeep as my first two choice spinners.
Yeah, absolutely. There is no doubt. Akshar, the batting that he brings gives us solidarity in the batting lineup also. So we have extended tail once Akshar is in, and I think Washington Sundar also gives us that batting
Yeah,
with what we have seen in the Test matches. And we have Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Shami as our primary two bowlers, and Arshdeep can come in based on the pitch conditions.
absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, I think this as I've said, this is a strong squad. I think this is the strongest that India could have picked, if you ask me. So hoping for the best, and let's hope that we bring in the Champions Trophy, which belonged to us before Pakistan took it from us, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still remember 2017 final.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody can forget that. So we just hope that the trophy comes back home where it belongs, that is in
Yeah.
India.
Thank you. Lost.
And
Yes.
we have the best squad. I believe, if you ask me, with whatever has been going on in the test format in the last 3 to 4 months, irrespective of it, India still has the strongest squad out of all the teams. We will discuss about other teams also,
Yeah.
but we have the strongest team, and like I am hopeful, and we should all be hopeful that one, Jasprit Bumrah is fit, and second, we bring in the trophy.
Absolutely. So India will always start favorite in any ICC
Yeah,
tournament, and we have a good, strong squad. We have a good mix of experience as well as youth
yeah,
and young talent there. So yeah, fingers crossed. That's what we had for the agenda today on the India squad. If you like the content, then please subscribe to our channel. Please like the video, and feel free to give any feedback on the comment section here. Yeah, thank you,
yeah,
and we'll
yeah.
meet in the next video.
Thank you, everyone. Give us your love
Bye
and
bye.
support. Bye.